I'm going to go over what the next section of logs and exponents are. This video is going to be section 3.4. I'm going to show you how to solve equations. The next video is practice problems. And then the last videos is going to be solving word problems. That's section 3.5. And then we'll be done with our unit on exponentials and logs. And then we'll go on to trigonometry. Okay. So there's two important formula that we use for solving this kind of equation. One is to rewrite the exponential relationship in its log form. And remember, the reason we know these are the same is that a to the x, we interpret this as a to the x equaling c, which is that. The second is the change of base form. And so I'm going to use the logarithmic form today to practice it, but you can also use the common log base 10 form. And remember that the way that I remember this is that I put whatever is between inside the parentheses goes inside the parentheses of my conversion base, and then whatever the base is I'm starting with, it goes inside that log as well. So we'll start with this. 5x is 119. So again, my a is 5, my c is 119. So I can rewrite this as this, log base 5 of 119c is equaling to x. So I could just plug, if I had a conversion for log base 5, I could just plug it in, but I don't. So here I used this formula, so I use star first, and this time I'm going to use the second formula, asterisk, to convert this. So I know that x is equal to the log base 5 of 119, okay? And I convert to the natural log form, natural log of 119, again, put this in the top. The bottom is what's on the bottom, the base, natural log of 5, and that's going to be about 2.969. Again, there's going to be some change to it. It's an infinitely repeating decimal. And so that's my x. So I want to check 5 to the x, 5 to the 2,969 equals 119. So I'm going to do the check and see what happens. So I'm going to go back to the calculator website that I like. I'm going to clear everything. Oh, that's what I had. I don't know if you can see it, but it was just solving the equation. So now I'm going to reverse it. Remember, I'm going to test to see if my answer worked. So I'm going to do 5 x to the y, and I had a little box, and so I just type 2.969, and I'm going to see what I get. I want to get 119. I come really close. Well, remember, when we round, we introduce what's called rounding error, so things don't work out perfectly, but that's okay. Okay, so that one's done. I'm going to go back to Zoom. So again, our check worked. Yes, that worked. Now I'm going to solve this a different way, and I'm going to use a different formula, and we'll get to that. So I'm going to start here. This is an alternate way. It's really the same amount of work. It's not a shortcut. So I'm going to take the natural. What I know is that if a is equal to b, then because the log is 1-to-1, natural log is equal to natural log of b. So I'm going to take the logs of both sides. So I know because a is equal to b, 5x is equal to 119, I can take the natural log of both sides. Okay? So that's one law. And then also you remember that the log of a power, a to the n, is going to be n natural log. So I can bring this x here. So I get x natural log of 5 equals natural log of 119. And remember, this is just a number, so I can divide both sides by natural log of 5. And so what I have is that x is equal to natural log, same thing we saw before. And that's exactly what I had here. It's just a different way of doing it. Just to review it, I start with what's equal. I take logs of both sides, bring the exponent down, and then I have a log equation, and then I divide each side by the logs. Okay, we'll do another example. Okay. I'm going to fold the formula so we can see them. Okay. In fact, why don't you try the example? So let's just do another one. It's going to be a little bit different. It's going to be 3 to the 2x is equal to 1005. Again, making these numbers up. Okay. And I want you to try this. Okay. And as a reminder, here, I'm going to get the formula so I can just use them. It's taking a second for me to do that. So this is my formula sheet. I'm going to use the logarithmic relationship and then the change of base. I'll put that here. So first the logarithmic, I'll do this again. I'll do this. I want to solve this for x. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to rewrite this. The first way is to do this. That means that the log a, my base is 3, of 1005 is equal to 2x. Okay, so now I do my log, I do my conversion, and so I get that 2x is equal to the log, I'm just rewriting things, 3 of 1005. I'm going to use the conversion table, or conversion formula. That's going to be the log over the log. What goes in the top is what's on the top here, the 1005. What's on the bottom there goes here. Now I just have to, I'm going to get a number for here, and then I just have to divide by 2. So I'm going to go and solve this equation, write it down so you have it. I'm going to go back to the web page and solve it. Natural log of 1005. Oops, I got a 9 in there. Let's get rid of that. I don't know how that happened. 1005 divided by the natural log of 3. Oops. Sorry, I keep putting the extra parentheses. Natural log 3. And I get my answer. I get 6.292. And I'm writing that down, but we'll go back and look at that. Okay. Now remember, as 2x is going to be equal out, so I'm going to divide this by 2, but we'll come back. So again, I'm going to go back, look at the picture. So we have 2x is equal to this. We did the log conversion formula. We got 6.292. So 2x is this, so I have to divide both sides by 2. So my x is going to be equal to 6.292 divided by 2. That's going to be equal to 96, 190, sorry. I'm going to have to do my calculator. I'm tired. So I'm going to go back and do my calculator. So let's go back, look at that. This is my answer. I need to divide that by 2. So I'm just going to hit divide by 2 equal, and I get 3.1461. So 3.146. So 3.146, I can remember that. So here, I divide this by 2, I get 3.146, and that's my answer. So I'm not going to do the check. I'm going to encourage you to, but if I did, my check would be 2 times 3.146. See if it's equal to 1005. And again, it's going to be a little bit, there's going to be rounding error, so it's going to be a little bit off since we rounded the logarithm. Again, these logs are in general infinitely long decimals, so we're really rounding quite a bit. Okay, so that's method number 1. And now I want to do the alternate method. And remember what the alternate method was? Okay, I'll show you that one. Sorry, I know that's crinkly and annoying. But what we did for the alternate method was to start out with our equation, we took logs of both sides and then divided. So that's what I'm going to do here. Okay. So here's my equation. 3, 2x equals 1005. I'm going to take the natural log of both sides. And you could do this with the common log if you wanted. So I take the log of both sides. Remember, if a is equal to b, then the log of a is equal to the log of b. The one-to-one principle. Okay, so I have this. Now remember, I can bring the exponent down. That's the rule that the log of u to the n, I can bring the n down equals n log u. So I get 2x log 3 equaling the log of 1,005. Now I'm going to divide each side by log of 3 and by 2. So I get x. Here, let's do it the way I did before. Let's forget that one. I get 2x is equal to the log of 1,005 over the natural log of 3. And now I divide each side by 2. It's okay to have that there. And so I get my x is equal to the natural log of 1,005, natural log of 3 times, well, divided by 2. And again, that's this, sorry, this is going to be the same as this. If you go through, I'm going to get 3.146. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, sorry, you couldn't see all of that. So what I'm going to do now is give you a chance to do a couple of problems. And I'm going to encourage you to do it the same way as this, but I'm going to do this just in a different video so you can come back and you can view them separately. And if you're getting everything, maybe don't do as many practice problems. So again, to solve this, I rewrote it using the log. That's method number 1. Method number 2 was to start with taking the logs of both sides and then just work through the algebra. Okay, so thank you.